Yo, what's good? It's your boy Jan. We back with another video. Feel me. Today we got the Washington Nationals versus the Atlanta Braves. Full game highlights. Game number 2 of the series. Let's check it out.
Atlanta winning it. We're going to start 3 runs against.
Oh, come on. All right, here we go. So we lost the first game of the series. Can we take the first one? C.J. Abrams deep to right field. It's gone. A solo shot to right field. Oh, Abrams with the lead-off homer. Start again. That's on top. 1-0. Let's go. Great start.
Two nice plays by
James Wood.
And that ends the top of the first inning. But a homer by Abrams gives the Nationals the lead. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Nationals 1. Braves coming up.
A familiar face. First time that Michael Soroka has faced the team that drafted him, the team that he debuted with, the team that he was an all-star with in 2019. So
really, Mike probably needed a fresh start, but sure, there's some butterflies for him coming back here. And
there has to be some mixed emotions out there tonight.
It'll be Verdugo, Riley, and Olsen coming up for the Braves.
Verdugo takes strike
3. Strike
3.
him out.
Looks at 3 pitches and takes a seat. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. All 3 fastballs.
And Riley digs in now. These two guys both part of the 2015 draft.
Big chopper up the middle, coming over now. Abrams, gloves on the grass, fires over, fires wild, and into the Braves dugout.
So Riley will get a hit and then get second base on the overthrow.
That'll be an E6 on Abrams.
Abrams hitting it well this year. He made a couple nice plays at shortstop last night, but not known as one of the better defensive shortstops in the league.
So tying run at second, 1 out.
Matt Olson 1 for 4 last night. His 1 was a single, and he eventually scored.
Swing, it's lifted in the air on the left side of the infield. Rosario, third baseman, waves his arms, looks up into the sun, and then backpedals and makes the catch. Went up there a long time. 2 down.
Now Ozuna, who crushed that 464-foot homer yesterday to left center.
Ball ripped down to third. It came up for Rosario. And Ahmed on target.
Boy, hit it right on the screws, but directly to their third baseman. And the Braves can't do anything with that runner at second. Back-to-back strikeouts for Spencer Schwellenbach. 2 down.
Since giving up that home run to Abrams, got Wood, Lowe, and Ruiz in order in the first, and now 2 strikeouts to start the second.
That'll bring in Dylan Cruz. He's tied for the major league lead in steals among rookies.
Cruz hits one in the air out to short and caught by Nick Allen, who was running to his right, ran it down, and down they go in order in the top of the second. Leadoff walk to Wood.
Fourth.
He's still hanging out over there at first base.
Keibert Ruiz standing in.
1 down for Keibert Ruiz.
And that's a fair ball. And just in case Wood would round the bag, Olsen alertly threw in behind him after the unassisted putout.
Wood is safe in scoring position.
Leaves it up to Ahmed Rosario. Struck out swinging on a slider in the second inning. Breaking ball pulled on the ground.
Yes, a base hit. That's going to score a run. Let's go. 2-0.
He'll make the throw into second base. Holding there at first with a ground ball single through the hole. And RBI is 10th of the year as Ahmed Rosario scoring James Wood from second base. A clutch 2-out hit here in the top of the 4th. It's the Nationals 2 and the Braves nothing. Ozuna will turn and hold it first with a single. He hit a rocket to the right side. Jose Tena getting the start at second base. Could not get in front of that one.
1 out. You would think single. Franny, I'm sure you've got some velo on that baby.
There's Drake Baldwin.
He really moved up with a good year last year. Was not a top 30 prospect.
Shit. Deep to right field.
Back towards the wall.
It's gone.
A 2-run homer by Baldwin. That ball was in pain.
All tied up, 2-2.
you know, he saw that pitch enough now between the first at bat, fouling all those ones off, and he finally got one to hang long enough and drove that thing right in the right field seats.
And we've got ourselves a tie game here in the 4th. And there is ball 4 low. You don't mind that at all, do you?
Oh, we'll take it, especially when you're as fast as Eli White.
And there's a called third strike against Nick Allen.
Strike him out.
4 in a row out of the zone. 3
all right.
in the zone.
I'll take it.
1 out.
Braves have not been happy with Jones tonight. Watching where that pitch was, that never had the play.
No.
That was a terrible call.
It's a bad call.
Braves have a runner at first, 1 out for Verdugo, who's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts.
Verdugo,
Dropped by Rosario, the ball off his glove and trickles into left field. Wood has to come in and pick it up. Somehow Rosario didn't make the catch. That was a line drive right at him, and he misses the ball.
Just missed it on the backhand. That was bizarre.
So now 2 on with 1 out. Atlanta will try to grab the lead here in the bottom.
Come on.
Ground ball
Come on.
attempting to get it.
That's the RBI single.
It's out of his reach. It's in the right field. A run scores. Seeing eye single by Austin Riley, and the Braves have the lead. 3-2 Atlanta in the fifth.
And some elusive batted balls by the Braves here in the fifth inning.
So a missed line drive and a ground ball just out of his reach. And tough luck for Brad Lord here in this inning.
Now a chance to add on first and third. One down for Matt Olson.
Swung on and missed. Ruiz throws through.
Yes, double play. Strike him out, double play.
Throw him out, double play.
Let's go.
That's huge.
Strike him out, throw him out, double play. Nice.
Although no errors were charged.
One out single. Here's Ozzie. Be a great time to end that hitless streak for Ozzie Albies.
Just waiting for Ozzie to break out of the slump. He had some good swings last night on the ball. There it is. Drake Baldwin headed to third. And Ozzie Albies, who was hitless in his last 28 at-bats, can kiss that streak goodbye.
It was the longest hitless streak of his career. Did it on the first pitch, too.
Brad Lord has his third strikeout. That's the second out.
Strike him out.
Eli White. Braves 3, Nationals 2, but golden opportunity right here to add on.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Gets into center field.
This defense is so horrible.
And it's 4-2 Atlanta.
Another knuckling liner out of the reach of Abrams up the middle. White drives in his 10th run of the year.
And Abrams did not react the way the ball ended up. It's like it surprised him how quickly it got him. I don't know if it knuckled in the air, but he played that one very oddly, like he didn't see it.
Very fortunate swing there for Eli White. Here's Nick Allen.
Now Brad Lord would do well to keep it a 2-run game. Right by him on 0-2. Brad Lord
Strike him out.
In each of his innings.
What damage
let's
done.
go.
Braves add a run on 3 hits. They leave runners on the corners.
6 innings behind us. We go to the top of the 7th. Braves 4, Nationals 2. Action in the Braves bullpen as Dylan Lee is up and tossing.
Well, the Nats have to start stringing some hits together. Never 2 in an inning tonight.
Comebacker stabbed by Schwellenbach.
The quick reflexes of Spencer Schwellenbach.
Look what I found. Bam.
We talk about how good of a fielder Schwellenbach is. That's now the 5th field out he's been a part of.
6 2/3 here. Yeah, I would think this is his last at bat with Abrams. The lefty Dylan Lee getting hot.
Here's Jacob Young. He has a 1-3 and a single to left.
Ground ball. Allen has it.
Run ball.
7 innings of 2-run ball tonight for Spencer Schwellenbach. How about Baldwin? A homer, a single, and now a double.
It'll be a nice run to pick up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Ozzie with a single in the 6th inning. With a base hit back in the 6th, there was an 0 for 28 streak that he had to that point. So he's crossed that off the list. Now it'd be a good time to pick up an RBI.
Slaps it the other way. Get down, ball. Baldwin coming home.
Come on. It's not gonna reach.
And it's 5-2 Braves.
5-2.
Ozzie Albies with a soft looper drives in the run.
I think Lopez is probably going to be kicking himself for throwing that pitch right there. It gave Ozzie a chance to kind of just go with it, add to that lead, and give Pierce Johnson a little more breathing room for that ninth.
2-out single by Josh Bell. So the Nationals not dead yet. That brings Dylan Cruz to the plate. Back to a right-on-right matchup with Johnson facing Cruz. Cruz knows that he has to reach just to bring the tying run to the plate.
Strike 3. Ends the game with a little frozen pizza. And for the first.
Oh, man. All right, so he lost again. All right, let's look at the stats real quick. All right. The Nats, a solo shot for Abrams, a walk for Wood, 2 hits and RBI for Rosario, a hit and a walk for Bell. And then a hit for Jacob Young. Pitching wise, Michael Soroka was pretty decent. Then the bullpen was not great. The Braves, a hit for Verdugo, 2 hits and RBI for Austin Riley. Ozuna with the hit. 2-run bomb, I believe, from Baldwin. Another 2 hits as well. 2 hits and RBI for Ozzie Albies. A hit and a walk for Michael Harris. And then a hit, walk, RBI for Eli White. Spencer was pretty decent. And their bullpen was pretty good. So, the Braves go to 21-21. The Nationals go to 17-26.